Updating us on the situation on Crestwood Drive earlier today. Let's listen in.
Boerboom, and I'm the Chief of Police here in Minnetonka. With me today is South Lake Minnetonka Chief of Police Brian Tholen and the Minnetonka City Manager Mike Funk. So at approximately 11:20 this morning, our Minnetonka officers were dispatched to assist the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, who are at a location in our city on a warrant attempt. It's our understanding that at some point there were shots fired, a deputy had been struck. Our officers arrived, rendered aid. The scene is very active at this time. It is contained to that house. There's no threat to the public, and it's my understanding the Sheriff's Office is going to be having a press conference here in the next couple hours that will provide more details. We have advised our schools that they can release as normal. Again, there's no threat to the public. It is contained to the home, which is just south of here. I don't have a lot of additional information, I'm sorry, but I want to make sure our community knows that what is going on here. I know there's a lot of people concerned. It's our understanding also the deputy, it's non-life threatening, but nevertheless it's very concerning to us. And so I appreciate your patience, but there will be more information here in the next couple hours.
What can you tell us about reports that the suspect is down, is deceased?
I do not know that. Again, it's very active. They're still working the scene, and I'm sure that information will be coming forward here soon.
We saw that there was potentially 2 deputies that were hit. You're confirming 1 was hit.
I don't know exactly. I know that there was at least 1. Again, this is this is the Sheriff's Office's call. I don't have a lot of specifics. I just want to make sure our Minnetonka community feels that it is safe to be out motoring around. We have kids that are being released from school. We want to make sure the schools feel comfortable releasing the students.
How about the folks in this neighborhood? There are some people in this parking lot who haven't been able to head home for a while. When can people get back into their homes in that neighborhood?
As soon as we're able to make sure the scene is secure, we will put out a notification through our channels, through social media, letting the neighborhood know it's safe to return home. In the meantime, I appreciate their support and their patience. And again, there'll be a press conference downtown, it's my understanding. I heard around 4 o'clock, but I can't be for sure on that, and there'll be a lot more information released at the time.
And there's one more question. We saw such an immense response of law enforcement, SWAT teams, armored vehicles from just about every community in the West Metro. Can you talk about the response?
You know, we rely on mutual aid. Not any of our cities could handle an incident like this alone. So when there's a call for help, we do get more often people more than we need. However, we just don't know what the scene is going to entail, so that's why we had people staged here, and we train together, and I think that is a testament to our cooperation between agencies, because we do rely heavily on the response, making sure that everybody's safe. That's our goal.
Can you talk about when your agencies assist, say, Hennepin County with a warrant like this, and if there's a certain level at which that assistance is required?
You know, I think those details will come out. I don't want to, speculate on what the warrant was for, but there are certain warrants where it may be served by, 2 officers versus a high-risk warrant where it may be a SWAT team. But those details will come out exactly what the warrant was for at a later time. So I want to thank you.
Chief,
I can take one more.
On a personal note, as we've talked to folks in the neighborhood, everyone said that their hearts kind of broke because we've seen a lot of tragedy among the police community recently. On a personal note, when you get that call that an officer may be down, what does that do?
It's hard to describe. I mean, but we also, it's difficult, but police officers in the moment, they respond because they know they have a job to do. And now we'll go back, and to your point, that's when we start to think about what just happened. And it is hard. You ask our officers, it's very difficult. You've seen what's happened here in the last few weeks. And it's very difficult, but we also know we have a job to do. And when we take care of this scene here, we will go back and we will have those conversations with our officers, make sure they're all in a good place, because it is concerning. So I appreciate your time.
Real quickly, sir,
one more.
Has there been any we haven't heard anything except for a flashbang about an hour and a half ago. Has there been any communication at all with the person in that house in the last 2 hours?
I don't know that answer. I don't know. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chief.
All right, you've been listening in to the Minnetonka Police Chief giving information that he can on what happened there about 11:20 this morning. We do want to fill you in from the Hennepin County Sheriff's Department. They did release a statement with information on the officers, the deputies who were injured. Apparently 2 deputies from Hennepin County were shot this morning. One was treated at the scene and was okay. The other has non-life-threatening injuries as well, but was transported to HCMC for further care. But the good news here is non-life-threatening injuries for both sheriff's deputies who were shot this morning while serving a warrant at a house in Minnetonka. You did hear the police chief there say that information on their end is still very limited right now. We know a lot of people in that neighborhood were very concerned. The advice now is to just hold tight for a couple more hours. And we do anticipate another press conference at 4 o'clock, which will be conducted by Hennepin County, where we should get even more information. But the good news right now, schools are able to let out, people in that neighborhood are safe, and the 2 deputies who were shot today suffered non-life-threatening injuries, which I know will be a relief for so many people to hear. We are not sure right now about suspects or conditions or a lot of what transpired and why at that home. But some major headlines there from the police chief and from Hennepin County within the last few minutes. We will, of course, continue watching this story, look for any of the latest updates online and on our social media accounts. And, of course, we'll have that update for you coming up on KARE 11 News at 4.